Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-E-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, California, no place like California.
Show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish in it. I told him it ain't practice it.
All right, fellas, listen up. We talked about this all week. Let's take what we learned in the film room, let's put it out here on the field, and let's execute. No mental mistakes. Let's go.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
What's up, Blake? We out here. What you gonna do? Throw it anyway? Back.
Ready! Green 90! Green 90!
All over that.
Here we go now! Green 90! Green 90!
I'll take that.
Here we go now! Green 90! Green 90! Here we go now! Blue 45! Blue 45! Green! Green 39! Green 39!
Ready?
Here we go now! Green 90! Green 90! Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45! Here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Here we go now! Green 39! Green 39! Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45! Here we go now! Green 39! Green 39! Here we go now! Green 90! Green 90!
All right, man. Bring it in tight. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Today was great. You guys went out there and executed flawlessly. You keep practicing like that, we are going to win a lot of ball games this year.
Dreams
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. With one season of NFL experience under his belt, we'll see what kind of growth this guy has made at the quarterback position as he begins his second year in pro football. It's the Seahawks going up against the Jaguars. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead. We turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, we're back to football. It's the Thursday opener for 2017 between the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
I don't care how many accolades you had in college. There's no such thing as a can't-miss quarterback.
Hold on, let me see if I can remove this. Hold on. Alright, we're good to go.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now it's Wilson, and his first look is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Second down now after the incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction, and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Bortles was accident-prone last year, led the league with 18 picks and an early pick here.
And you know he spent a lot of time in the offseason working on this, thinking about it. It's not that he's not going to throw any. They just hope that that number gets cut down significantly.
And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. And last time out they got scored against. Their offense hasn't given them any help to this point, so maybe they need a stop here.
A stop obviously would be nice. Not
To shake off the interception from the last drive, he'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Roy Miller with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And taken right at the 35. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to...
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he can be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss. And what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. 3rd down here.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's got Kearse. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. 1st down, this is Rawls. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On on second down. Rawls. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Here's John Ryan now as he'll punt it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense.
Defense showing blitz. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On second down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
CB scared right there.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. Now Wilson on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun, it's Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
So the defense forces a 3-and-out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on first down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. Oh, he slipped right by him. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The Seattle defense getting set to go. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out, but...
All-Pro.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Yeah.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. A gain of 6 there on first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 4 yards remaining now on second down.
Hey. 4 down.
Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Jaguars are really just doing what they want out there on offense. The Seahawks defense may be getting worn down, but will need to improve to give their offense a chance. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Now following the pick, they're going to get to the QB once again. This ends up as a loss of 7. Third and long. Curse's got the catch in traffic, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 20. Ryan's punting it away now, and he's going to return the punt 43 yards. Ryan's punting it away, and he'll rip off a 52-yard run back on the return. So that's it for us.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case,
the Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 10 yards still left on second down. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's John Ryan now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's taken inside his own 40. Touchdown, Jaguars!
I just called it.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game.
Playing on all
no matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger.
If you're a Seahawks fan, I do not apologize.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
One-handed
shot.
shot.
Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
They got to
throw
throw
the
the ball.
3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to...
They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they... Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Wilson to give the rolls. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Come check out my stream.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again, Blake Bortles marches back up.
I'll check out y'all stream when I'm finished streaming this. Papa Care, I got you, homie.
Rolls the lone man in the backfield. Wilson hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Second down now after the pass completion. On second down, here's Wilson. Complete out right to Kurz. And he caught it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. The grab made by Kurz over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Hey, yo, Papa Care, man. What time does the screen stop?
This is taken around the 12. "34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about...
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them
Chelsea
to get that
highlights
first game
quick.
under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You can just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Jaguars, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I bet you